Caitlin Clark brings it down, goes twice between her legs, step back jack. A'ja Wilson doesn't like that. A'ja Wilson isn't smart enough to understand that everybody's going to get fat because of Caitlin Clark.
Let's begin with Wilson, the three-time MVP, the Las Vegas Aces champion, and a player so talented that she elevates basketball to the level of an art form. If basketball were a video game, A would be the cheat code you keep sending because no one can stop her. She has the abilities, the awards, and the swag to prove it. Oh, and did I mention that she's the current queen of clutch moments? Yes, she has that, but there's more. Isn't just renowned for her dominance on the court. She has a whole personality off it, whether she's ending a press conference with a one-liner or breaking an ankle during a fast break. Possesses a charisma that is attention-grabbing. She is not just playing the game. She is controlling the moment. And wow, did she just turn up the drama once more? You would think that being at the top would mean that everything would go smoothly, but no, she thrives on the chaos. She is the type of player who will point out the obvious, post it on social media, and challenge anyone who dares to challenge her. She is also a team player who somehow finds a way to shine as an individual, whether she is hosting or leading the Las Vegas Aces to another championship. Not to mention that she has a wicked sense of humor to go along with her wicked jump shot. Funny TikTok life has that unique combination of charm and grit that keeps her followers captivated. Have you ever watched her interviews after games? It's pure gold, because let's face it, is more than just a famous athlete. She's a movement who uses her platform to voice her opinions on significant subjects. You never know when she'll say something uplifting or make fun of her colleagues. Promote equality and ensure that the athletes of tomorrow have an even better experience. She is the epitome of must-see. She is not only ruling the court, but also the culture. TV needs to listen and follow Instagram. Podcast content combined into a single entry. If you haven't heard of Caitlin Clark, the WNBA's newest sensation and a generational talent, you have most likely been ignoring sports and the internet for the past year. She is already making waves in her rookie season. Caitlin has a fearless attitude and range flair. She is the type of athlete who will nonchalantly pull up from 30 feet as if it were a free shot. Her unwavering confidence, imagine this. A team that was once an afterthought is now making headlines because of one player. Her style is recognizable, and she is also the reason why Indiana Fever games are suddenly necessary for CV. Caitlin is the type of athlete who attracts fans to arenas and turns even indifferent viewers into ardent admirers with her unrivaled star power. Her ability to make you believe anything is possible when she's on the court, her basketball IQ off the charts, her fearlessness, and the fact that she's the type of rookie who doesn't just play basketball but turns it into something amazing are what make her unforgettable. It's not just her jaw-dropping talent. It's also the way she plays with such poise and creativity that you can't help but watch. Whether it's a clutch shot at the buzzer or a no-look pass that leaves defenders perplexed, Caitlin not only scores three-pointers, but also creates an almost theatrical level of excitement. She's more than simply a player. She's a highlight reel waiting to happen. She seems to be carrying the future of women's basketball on her shoulders, and she does it with such confidence and style that it seems natural. Caitlin has rapidly advanced beyond her rookie status. She's not just a rising star. She's already here and lighting up the league in ways we haven't seen before. If you haven't watched her yet, believe me, you're missing out on history and the making. Her presence is captivating, and her ability to change the game is undeniable. Now, this is where things go from spicy to full-on inferno. In a recent interview, he went beyond simply criticizing Caitlin's performance, saying that she is only receiving attention because she is white. If that wasn't enough, she also suggested that Caitlin should be banned for life for disrespecting the game and its pioneers, which is a punishment typically reserved for things like illegal betting or stealing the mascot's costume rather than for being exceptionally skilled at basketball. Let's face it, this kind of claim was sure to cause chaos. Almost instantly, social media erupted, with fans, players, and even retired legends sharing their thoughts on anything from tweets to Instagram stories to TikTok rants. Some supporters of A argued that her annoyance was a reflection of genuine, long-standing problems with racial dynamics in sports, claiming that this was about how society frequently judges athletes based on criteria other than their performance. On the other hand, a whole group of fans felt that A's remarks went too far in the direction of petty jealousy. One tweet included a picture of Caitlyn making a three-pointer, and the debate was raging with commentators, bloggers, and even sports analysts weighing in. Some attempted to mediate, stating that both athletes deserve their flowers. Others, on the other hand, were drawn to the drama because, well, who doesn't enjoy a good feud? And let's not forget about the casual spectators, people who don't even watch basketball but who became engrossed in the story because, let's be honest, this is the kind of juicy, headline-grabbing drama that makes sports entertaining to watch, even if you've never touched a basketball in your life. Of course, the internet was giddy with anticipation. Arguments were leaking into family group chats, memes were created, and hashtags were popular. It's not often that you witness this level of intensity off the court, but here we are witnessing what may be one of the most intense rivalries in WNBA history. And guess what we're all here for? Let's address the unspoken issue of Ja's assertion that race influences Caitlyn's popularity. It's no secret that race can affect how athletes are viewed and promoted, and the media has a history of supporting particular narratives. But here's the thing. Caitlyn Clark's popularity isn't just due to her race. It's also a result of her incredible talent. Her stats are off the charts, her highlights go viral every day, and she was the sole reason the Indiana Fever went from being a joke team to a playoff contender. How many rookies can take the court and make an entire franchise relevant again? Aya has been leading the league for years, but hasn't produced the same buzz. Is it fair that A has MVPs, championships, and a resume that could intimidate anyone? Is Caitlyn at fault? This seems less like a sincere criticism and more like attempting to shield her turf from a rookie who is already stealing the show and doing it with ease. Although Caitlyn's talent is evident, she isn't trying to outdo herself. Rather, she is simply playing her game, which is exceptional, whether it be her ability to inspire her team or her deep threes key occasions. Because let's face it, if you're great, and Caitlyn Clark is unquestionably terrific. She is redefining what it means to be a rookie in the WNBA. Her performance demands attention regardless of who you are or where you're from. Aya frequently complains that Kate's achievements eclipse her own MVP honors. Let's break this down. Aya's MVPs are unquestionably well-deserved, but she plays on a team that is so stacked that it's practically unfair. The Las Vegas Aces have all-star players like Kelsey Plum and Chelsea Gray, which makes Aya's job a little bit easier. She also has a supportive squad that lets her shine, which is an advantage most players would dream of. Caitlyn, on the other hand, is bringing an unimportant team into the public eye like a one-woman wrecking crew. When you think about it, it's like comparing someone who runs a relay with teammates of Olympic caliber to someone who runs a marathon alone and still wins the Indiana Fever is more than just a team. It's a project, and Caitlyn is the architect. She provides the framework, the structure, and the final touch. Her influence goes beyond statistics. It's about the ripple effect she's having on the league, changing not only her team but also the perception of what a rookie in the WNBA can accomplish. Part of Caitlyn's magic is her ability to motivate her teammates. She inspires her entire team to perform better in addition to scoring points. The Fever went from being an underappreciated team to becoming one of the most thrilling basketball stories, and it's all thanks to her. Her leadership and talent make her a game changer in every way. In Caitlyn's world, the word impossible doesn't seem to exist, and her ripple effect is upending the league in the most amazing way possible. Let's get back to this lifelong band business, shall we? She's not only changing her team, she's also creating a new bar for rookies everywhere. Caitlyn is revolutionizing the game. She's not just playing basketball, she's bringing a fresh, bold energy that's attracting new fans, setting attendance records, and drawing more attention to the WNBA than it's seen in years. AJ claimed that Caitlyn disrespects the game and its pioneers, but let's be honest for a moment. How exactly is she disrespecting the game by being too confident by launching shots from the parking lot and making them look effortless? Honestly, isn't that the aim of every athlete who loves the sport? It would be absurd to suggest that Beyoncé should quit singing because she's too good at it. By demonstrating that women's basketball can be just as exciting, competitive, and marketable as any other sport, Caitlin is not only playing within the system but also enhancing it. Her fearless style of play is motivating not only her teammates, but also a whole generation of young athletes who now see new possibilities for their own accomplishments. That isn't insulting the game, which is being redefined, and we must remember the wider picture. Caitlin is dismantling barriers and altering long-held beliefs. She is demonstrating that the limelight in women's sports is open to everyone with the ability and motivation to seize it. Rather than erecting barriers, she is creating opportunities. In all honesty, that's something we should all be happy about rather than criticizing. Caitlin is one of the main reasons why this feud is far from over. And if you thought things were spicy up until now, wait, because Paige Bueckers, one of the most anticipated players in recent college basketball history, is set to make her mark. You can bet that she will further alter the dynamic, and with Paige's arrival, things will only get more competitive and possibly more dramatic. Will and Caitlin ever put their differences aside and discover mutual ECT? Or are we seeing the start of what might turn out to be the WNBA's own version of Magic against Bird? It's like putting fuel on an already raging fire. Time will tell if there is a rivalry so fierce that it goes beyond basketball, but we do know that the league is becoming more exciting the more rivalries women's basketball is impossible to overlook due to the personalities and incredible skill on exhibit. The tales are now more important than the numbers or the trophies. Let's face it, isn't the drama and emotion these athletes bring to the court what sports are all about? The drama may captivate us, but the talent is what keeps us returning to game after game. And as the WNBA grows, so does its fan base. Further headlines, more moments that will never be forgotten. Rivals like versus Caitlin and Soon Ping are exactly what this league needs to keep us all hooked to our screens as it grows into something larger. At the end of the day, drama like this is exactly what the WNBA needs. It gets people talking, discussing, and most importantly, watching the headlines. So saddle up, because this trip is only getting started. The ferocious opinions and memes, regardless of whether you support Caitlin or the squad, or are simply enjoying the chaos. All of this is bringing more attention to women's basketball than ever before. We're all fortunate to be able to watch the WNBA enter a new era of excitement, which isn't just about basketball. It's also about the stories, the conflicts, and characters that entice us to return. Women's basketball has as much drama and cultural significance as any other league out there. And let's face it, it's much more enjoyable when things get spicy. And Caitlin have ignited a spark that is quickly spreading. Okay, folks, that concludes today's film. Wow, what a wild ride. From Caitlin's unquestionable guise to a jaw-dropping lifetime ban call. Regardless of whether you're rooting for or Caitlin or are just enjoying the popcorn, this drama has us all captivated. Women's basketball has never been more thrilling. That much is certain. What do you think of A's assertion? Justified, or is Caitlin simply doing her thing and upping the ante? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. We love hearing from you. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button to join our community and receive updates on more motivational tales. Let's continue the conversation and honor amazing athletes like Caitlin Clark together with exclusive athlete interviews and the most recent WNBA news. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Remember that basketball is more than just a game. It's a way of life. Keep it genuine, remain tuned, and let's see where this rivalry takes us. I'll see you later.